And hello for episode 3. Where we continue off with episode 3. I swear I didn't plan that. Anyway.
After a moment of weightlessness, I feel solid ground under my feet again. It's dead silent for a beat before I dare crack open an hesitant eye. The first thing I realize is, wherever we are, it's light out now. And that alone is enough to tell me that this isn't the same forest we were in just a moment ago. So, it really worked? Is this another world?
Yes, it does appear so. Are you feeling alright, Luna? You aren't feeling dizzy or nauseous or anything from the warp?
Oh, nope, I'm totally fine.
Is that so? That's a relief then. Stop being so goddamn cute. You know, you're quite studier than you look, I must admit. I mean, to be fair, you've only kind of seen me at my worst, so it's a fair thing.
Thanks. My volleyball coach used to say the same thing back in...
So, are you two ever gonna let go of each other, or are we gonna be here all day?
I blink at Philia's words and look down again to realize at the start just how close Aslan and I really are. I clear my own throat as I jump back immediately, feeling my cheeks heat up once again. Sorry about that. I should have, probably let go of you sooner.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm the one who... never mind. It was just for safety.
Safety, yeah. And I'm safe now, so, thanks.
Uh-huh. Right. Safety.
May I please bring everyone's attention back to the current subject at hand? It seems we have successfully arrived in our destination.
I take a moment to properly gauge my surroundings. The first thing my eyes land on is a large wooden gate standing in front of us. I lean my body to peer around it and spot a large dirt path leading down to what appears to be a small, humble-looking village.
Yep, this is certainly it. The outskirts of Lawn Village. It's an interesting name. Grandmother's favorite eggs can be found at a residence just past the forest behind this town. Why is it always forests?
Well, I wasn't sure what to expect, but this actually seems pretty normal.
Sorry, are you perhaps feeling underwhelmed? You don't see any glowing flowers or man-eating plants this time around?
No, trust me. This is plenty fine. Just as long as there's no ogres either, right?
No ogres this time, I assure you. This world is actually much similar to your own realm than our previous destination. Just the timeline here is a bit more... archaic, I suppose you could say. Now then, let's get going, shall we? Hopefully Grandmother will still be nearby.
I nod and allow Aslan to lead the way past the gates and into the heart of the little village.
Alright, I can dig this music. I love it. Sorry, kind of, enjoying it. Anyway.
My gaze wanders around as the four of us make our way through the small town and towards the woods that lay behind it.
Don't mind us in our strange garb. You know, we're definitely not from another realm. I don't know how this works. I don't know if it has Kingdom Hearts rules or not.
Aslan was right when he said it felt a lot like home, with quaint houses and shops alike lining the rustic dirt streets. But with the way all the citizens were dressed in olden-day garments and tunics, it felt like I had dropped right into the middle of a medieval fair. As we approach the center of the village, I notice a rather large gathering of people murmuring worriedly together near a tall gate that leads into a forest. My eyes glance over to catch the sight of two men draped head to toe in glimmering silver armor and feathered helmets standing guard on both sides of the gate.
What will we do? If this keeps up, the village is completely done for. Business has already been waning these days, but this might really take us off the maps.
What's going on over there?
I'm not sure, but it doesn't sound good. Best we check it out.
Merlo and Philia nod as well and float close by as we approach the disgruntled crowd. Aslan clears his throat as he gently taps the shoulder of a humble-looking farmer with a worried expression painted over his face.
Excuse me, sir, but what seems to be all the commotion? We would like to travel through the woods here, but is the passage blocked by chance? Oh, didn't you hear? There's a wild beast roaming around in the forest right now. A beast? Yeah, and a terrifying one by the sounds of it. It's a real problem for the whole village, running rampage and scaring all the wildlife in the area. Business is all but gone thanks to that wretched thing. I see. Has any action been taken thus far? Any progress? Well, a few knights have been dispatched from the capital to deal with it. They say the knight commander himself is out there tracking it down as we speak, but until then, no one can get in or out. I'll tell you though, it's been a real pain. Our village's only trading route is through the woods there, see? If it doesn't get cleared up soon, then we may well run out of rations here in town.
I notice Aslan's frown deepens at the brief explanation.
I see. It is indeed quite the predicament. Thank you very much for the information, sir.
After a small bow, we walk a little ways away to regroup under an outcropping of a roof from a nearby shop. Aslan's frown doesn't leave his face, and I immediately realize the issue at hand.
Seems we have a predicament on our hands as well. Our intended destination lies beyond the forest, does it not?
Master, what do you propose we do?
Beast Shmeesh! Come on, I say we just walk on through like we own the place.
They did seem pretty worried about it, though. Should we really just waltz on through like that? Will they even let us pass?
Ha! I'd like to see them try and stop me.
Ugh, such blatant carelessness and crass. Maybe you're the uncivilized beast they're bemoaning about. I surely wouldn't be surprised.
You want to see a beast, bird brain? I'll show you a beast.
Yes, this is indeed a new predicament at hand. However, we have no choice but to continue forward if we want to maintain a chance at catching grandmother. Should she leave before we catch her, we'll have no clues to go off from there, so our priorities must remain steadfast.
Sounds good to me. Besides, what could they possibly be worried about the three of us can't handle?
For once, I concur with the feathered dolt over there. Surely we might be able to resolve both predicaments in one go, should we encounter the aforementioned creature.
Is that really safe, though? Not to ruin the party or anything, but, I don't know magic, so if we got separated again, then... Aslan's face softens at the hesitation in my voice as he turns to me with a gentle smile.
It will be fine, I assure you. I've been through these woods myself many times before, so I know the quickest route to our destination, and...
I can't help but flinch as Aslan suddenly grabs my hand on his own. His hold is firm yet gentle as I feel the warmth of his hand seep into my own.
Believe me, I don't have any intentions of letting you out of my sight again. No matter what happens, this time I will protect you. You have my word.
Oh, so sweet.
Stop it.
And I will too. You can count on me, Luna.
That is if you don't get eaten first.
Oh, I heard that.
Oh god, that went to the red zone, I'm sorry.
The lighthearted banter quells my anxiety a little as I watch Phileas zoom after Merlot, who merely sticks out his tongue in mockery. Although I'm still hesitant, I feel Aslan give my hand a small squeeze as if reassuring me. A small smile forms on my lips and I nod my head. Well, if you guys say so, let's head out then.
Okay, I was about to be like, how the fuck are you gonna get past the guards? I'm kind of wondering how you were able to sneak past the guards as well, but you know what? Don't question it.
After making a few preparations in town, we easily sneak past the guards and make our way into the dense woods. Sometime later, the orange hues of sunset begin to seep in through the treetops.
Why does this art have to be so fucking pretty? I'm gonna die of all the prettiness.
As we make our way through the forest, I can't help but feel my previous anxiety begin to swirl back as I catch sight of several dark clouds on the horizon ahead. Just before I can open my mouth to say anything, Aslan stops in his tracks, motioning for the rest of us to follow.
We should be a little over halfway there now. Merlot, would you mind scouting ahead for us? The sun is beginning to set, so from here on out, we'll have to quicken our pace before dusk settles in.
As you wish, Master! The blue familiar flies forward at the command, leaving a trail of sparkles behind him.
And I've got the rear covered over here.
I chuckle at as the pink penguin puffs her chest out with a wink as Aslan turns back to check on me. Are you doing all right, Luna? I'm sorry I've subjected you to so much walking. This would be much faster by carriage, but I'm afraid we'll have to make do with the situation for the time being. You know, that's the third time you've apologized to me in the last hour, Aslan. This is nothing compared to my commutes to campus during the semester. Besides, I'm fine, I promise. So stop apologizing so much, okay? Ah, I see. My apologies, Aslan? I mean... Right. Thank you. Well then, let's continue, shall we? Stop it, these nerds are so cute. I love them. We continue walking through the forest as we journeyed forward. Philia opts to tell me some old stories which takes my mind off the nerves.
Oh, that lousy Merlot and I go way back. We practically grew up together, but yet we're still always running into each other. Ugh! He's like totally obsessed with me or something, I swear.
Excuse me? Just what lies are you spouting? It's not like I asked for this assignment either, believe me. I'd rather be the farthest place from you.
Yeah, you say that now and all. But who would you run to back when we were nestlings to chase out the monsters from under the bed for you, huh?
Oh, for council's sake, will you never let that go, Philia? I can't help but giggle as the pink hues cover Merlot's cheeks and Philia's grin grows wider. Watching them fills me with a sense of warmth and nostalgia as I recall a similar relationship in my own life. So you guys are childhood friends, huh? You know, I have someone in my life like that too. I think I can relate to that feeling well. And Merlot, if it makes you feel any better, he used to call me to chase out the monsters from under his bed too back when we were Then the sudden loud snap of a twig followed by a rustle in a nearby bush caused me to freeze mid-sentence. Excuse me. An ominous shiver runs down my spine as I whip my head towards the source of the sound. Our light-hearted banter seems to stop instantly as Aslan's face tenses up and he drops into a protective stance in front of us. Philia and Merlot also tense up as they nervously look around. Aslan? Was that? Stay behind me, Luna. Something's watching us. I can only gulp and comply as the bushes rattle again, and this time it sounds even closer. Aslan's eyes dart back and forth, surveying our surroundings. Everyone, stay very quiet, alright? I nod, but feel goosebumps rise on my arms as I suddenly get a really bad feeling. Without a word, Aslan holds up a hand and a faint light begins to glow from his fingertips, as I can only assume he readies a cautionary spell just in case. Merlot and Philia float over to flank him in formation, holding their flippers out in preparation.
Whatever you do, stay close to us, okay, Luna?
It's eerily silent for a few stretching heartbeats, as only the sounds of leaves rustling in the wind are heard. Aslan's frown only seems to grow as he narrows his eyes forward. Philia, Merlot, I want you to both fly up and scout from above. I've got a bad feeling about this. Affirmative, Master.
You can go first, Merlot.
What happened to all the big talk about chasing monsters out, huh? I can only watch as Philia and Merlot quickly disappear into the pink and blue orbs of light and fly up high into the air. Suddenly another rustle rings out as Aslan pulls me closer. From the corner of my eye, I watch a blurred figure move, but every time I turn my head, it's gone. Well, whatever it is, it's here. And it's fast. Suddenly I hear footsteps from behind us, and I turn my head to see a black figure charging towards us at lightning speed. Aslan! Behind us! Watch out! I don't know what voice I should do for this.
Hey-ya!
All I see is a fleeting glint of silver slashing through the air and I scream. But thankfully, Aslan's instincts are faster as he quickly counters the unknown force of the magic shield. However, another yell rings out, followed by another slash of silver heading straight towards me. Ah! Probably the wrong voice, whatever. Luna! I immediately throw myself to the ground, barely dodging the strike as I watch a lock of my hair fall to the ground next to me, cut cleanly off. I feel adrenaline coursing through my veins as I twist my body around and brace myself to come face to face with the jaws of a ferocious beast. However, when my eyes finally focus, all I see in front of me is a pair of shiny metal boots. Wait, huh?
Oh, I'm guessing it's like the Knight Commander or something?
My eyes slowly trail up the length of the figure who's clad in a suit of medieval-style armor. One of his arms is outstretched to the sword he just slashed in hand as he breathes out heavily. Suddenly a voice rings out from the suit of metal standing before us.
Civilians? But I thought the forest entrance was blocked off.
That voice! The knight reaches towards his helmet and undoes the clasp, removing it. When my gaze finally meets our assailant's face, my heart nearly stops.
Okay. What the shit? Okay. Are you at all right? What on earth are you doing here? This place is off limits due to a...
Enix!
No. No, that's not Enix. That's not Enix. No. Oh, this is awkward and awful and... This is fine. Just keep reading.
Before I even realize what I'm doing, I stumble up to my feet and instinctively throw my arms around his neck. Enix! Oh my god, you're here! Thank god you're here! Bro, I thought I was gonna die! You'll never believe what happened,
I beg your pardon? Who are you, milady?
Huh? I freeze and slowly pull back, only to see Enix's face twist in confusion. There's a light pink flush in his cheeks, but his eyes are looking at me as if I'm a stranger with a third head. Enix, what are you talking about? It's me! And what's with the weird cosplay getup, huh? Oh my god, did you get isekai'd in here too? Bro, tell me you almost got eaten by a weird plant, or was that just me? The faint spark of hope in my heart seemed to quickly die out as the familiar face in front of me doesn't show a single sign of recollection. Instead, I'm met with a troubled frown as he shakes his head.
My serious apologies, miss. I know not of this Enix you speak of. My name is Gray, and I am the Knight Commander of the Imperial City. I've been sent here to slay a beast terrorizing Lon Lon Village. And I truly apologize for my blunder just now, but, would you please unhand me?
I release my grip and step back immediately, feeling my own face light up at what I had just carelessly done to a stranger. Oh, of course. What was I thinking? I should have known. There's no way Enix would really be here. But... as I look over to the man in front of me, whose face is almost identical to my childhood friend, I can't help but feel my heart tug. Aslan steps forward as the knight named Gray resheathes his sword.
The Knight Commander, you say? Are you perhaps the one the townspeople said was sent to the forest a few days ago? Yes, so you've heard of me. I was tasked with the mission of hunting down a mysterious beast which is currently running rampant in this forest. But unfortunately, I've, well, been having difficulty tracking it down. Seems to be quite an elusive sort. But on my honor as a knight, I cannot allow myself to return until my mission has been accomplished. This is when we find out Agatha actually took down the beast like days ago.
This time, the knight brings a hand to his chest and bows deeply.
Again, allow me to apologize for mistaking you all for my target just a moment ago. I really should have thought before I swung, but I can't say I was expecting company. I had my soldiers seal off the exits to this forest, so I know not how you all possibly got in. But nevertheless, I do apologize for startling you both. It's quite alright, and, well, we just happened to find our way in, it seems. But no harm done. No harm done. Right, Luna?
My head snaps up at my name and I nod. Right, I mean, you almost gave us a heart attack, but otherwise I'm not hurt or anything.
It's just missing a small chunk of hair. But still, these woods are a terribly dangerous place to be in right now. Did you not see one out of the two of us? One of us has magic? Magic! It's fine. I'm afraid I'll have to escort you both back to the village until the beast is dealt with.
Wait, what? Back to the village? I turn to Aslan, who suddenly looks lost in deep thought.
After a silent moment, he turns back to Gray. Actually, Sir Gray, would you allow us to help you with your task?
Aslan? Aslan looks down at me with a mysterious smile as he swiftly motions me closer. I comply, leaning a bit over as he leans down to whisper in my ear.
My apologies. Just follow along for a bit, would you? I'm afraid we can't really afford any delays if we have any hopes of catching up to my grandmother. I don't think it'd be a good idea to cause trouble or outright run from someone of such high standing in this sort of situation, either.
Aslan trails off with a look of hesitation. He glances back at the night and the path that leads back to the town. Suddenly he turns back to me and shoots me an almost wistful, melancholic smile.
And besides, judging from your reaction, I think this fellow might remind you of someone you hold dear in another world, does he not? What do you say we lend him a hand? Okay, finally I get a choice, but I don't like it. Like, oh no, now I actually have to make choices. Oh god. Okay, let's analyze this a little bit, because I always do, instead of just making choices. Agreeing to help the knight because Aslan's plan and all that jazz. Whatever. But also I feel like if I chose this, maybe he'll be like, oh, you know, you just want to stick around so you could, like, look at the face of the one you care for. Haha. But I've protest against the idea that it's like, I don't trust you, I don't trust your ideas. I'm trying to think of what would actually, like, be the correct answer, and I don't know. Fine, just to go with Aslan's idea. I'm not happy about it, but fine.
I stare at Aslan as he shoots me a small, knowing smile. I can feel a smile dance my lips as I tear my gaze to the floor for a few moments, reminiscing in the memories of an old friend. After a few moments, I nod my head resolutely.
See, this is why I didn't like this option, because it's like, no, she's gonna be like, oh, look, my friend. My childhood friend that I totally have a crush on. But, like, not. He just looks like him.
Let's do it then. Let's help him track that beast down and be on our way.
Right. Sounds like a plan.
Aslan and I look up and out together towards Gray, who seemed to have been waiting patiently for us to finish our conversation.
Sir Gray, if you would, please allow us to help you on your mission to track down the beast of the forest. You see, it is also in our best interest that this beast is dealt with swiftly so we may continue on our way. While I appreciate the thought, Sir,
Aslan, and this here is Luna.
Right, as I was saying, are you certain? Your party doesn't seem to be very well equipped to be handling this sort of task. Magic!
The knight eyes us, and me in particular, skeptically. But Aslan smoothly brushes the concern off.
Oh, don't worry about us. We are more than capable of handling ourselves. Also, I've traversed these woods countless times in the past, so I understand the paths and trails like the back of my hand. I'm sure combining our powers will be quicker than acting alone. Isn't that right?
The knight pauses, but eventually seems to find no reason to refuse our offer.
Very well, I will take your word for it. But I still can't help but worry about your companion here. So, stay close to me, alright, milady? I will be sure to protect you if the need arises.
Thank you, Sir Gray. I, appreciate it. The knight responds with a simple smile and motions for us to follow.
Now then, allow me to show you both to a small camp I've set up nearby. We can resume our search in the morning, when the veil of night is lifted. Also...
As if on cue with his words, a small rumble of thunder seems to ring out in the distance.
Seems a storm might be coming in. Best we not get caught in as dusk approaches.
Aslan and I exchange glances. There's a determination in his eyes I try my best to match. Lead the way. The three of us nearly double over, panting hard as we finally reach the safety of the cave. I wipe some of the water dripping down from my bangs and into my eyes and catch sight of Aslan also pulling back some wet locks from his face.
Well, we utterly failed at staying dry, but at least we're here.
Finally! My feet are killing me.
What happened to the penguins?
Gray also lets out a tired sigh and begins unfastening some of the waterlogged plates off his armor. He places them down by the side before turning to us.
Could I ask the two of you to get a fire started? There should be some firewood in the back. I'm going to go lay some more bait out before the rain gets any worse.
I look to where Gray points to a small stack of logs, not so far away by the back wall.
Of course, allow us. Thank you for letting us stay with you here, Sir Gray. I wouldn't be much of a night if I left two innocent travelers by themselves in the middle of a storm. You can also find some rations in the bag next to the firewood. Please, help yourselves.
I watch as the knight motions over to the provisions before approaching the entrance. Take care, Sir Gray. If you need anything, just give us a shout, okay? Our eyes meet and he shoots me a small, almost shy smile before waving and heading out.
I like this option less and less. I don't know if it was actually going to be inevitable, but I like this option less and less. Right. Thank you for your concern, Lady Luna.
What's up?
Do I have something on my face? No, nothing of the sort. It's just... Forgive me. You bear a resemblance to a very dear old friend of mine. I'm sorry. Is there a Luna in this world? I was only thinking that it's been a while since I've seen her. Perhaps I should pen her a letter one of these days.
I'm sure whoever your friend is, they'd appreciate that.
Right. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll be back shortly.
I can't but smile as I watch his back retreat into the forest. Heh, so selfless. He really does remind me of a certain someone back home. Gotta love having neighbors. I turn to Aslan, who has already started arranging some small pieces of wood together.
So... Oh my god. Luna, sweetheart. Pretty sure he has magic.
So, are we gonna rub some sticks together to get a fire going, or...?
But Aslan just chuckles at my question. He looks back to make sure Gray is gone before sticking out a hand. In an instant, a small ball of fire materializes and dances in his palm. So what, we're just assuming then that Gray did not notice the fact that his sword bounced off of a fucking magical shield? I can't tell if he's stupid or Aslan's stupid. Why go through all the trouble when there's nothing a little magic can't do?
I watch in awe as a small flame floats down and ignites the kindling.
Oh no, oh god, what happened? Oh god, what did I do? Okay, I don't think I can reverse back, so I'm just going to read from here.
Night's a kindling, and before long, the wizard has a warm campfire going. Merlot and Philia, tired from the day, make themselves comfortable in a small pile of straw nearby, which I can only assume was Gray's makeshift bed. I also sink to sit down beside the fire as the fatigue from the day finally catches up to me.
Are you holding up all right, Luna?
Yeah, just a bit tired, but... Achoo! Aslan's eyes widen in alarm. The next moment, he's already kneeling down beside me, taking off his cloak.
Oh, stop it, you're gonna kill me with all the cuteness.
Oh goodness, here, take this. But what about you? It's not exactly warm in here.
I'll dry off in no time, but it wouldn't do you well to get sick in the meantime. Please, I insist.
I can't find it in myself to argue at his insistent tone and take the cloak from his hand gratefully. As I drape it around my body, I can feel light hues of pink creep on my face as I take in his scent. A beat of silence falls between us again, and I find myself wandering off back to the events of the day.
You look like there's something on your mind.
Aslan's soft comment brings me back from my days. Oh, it's nothing. It's just that Sir Grey, he just kind of reminds me of someone I know.
Your precious childhood friend Enix? I sit up in surprise. How is that a fucking surprise?
Wait, how did you...
Oh, I don't know. How many times have you shown me that photo of you two back in high school when you've had one too many at the pub? Not to mention the fact that you fucking shouted his fucking...
Like, Enix, Enix, oh my god, it's Enix!
Wait, what?
And also the fact that you've been in love with him since forever, but you can't be together since he broke your heart and ran off with your other childhood friend. Oh my god, he really does know everything. I believe her name was Isla, is that right?
Wait, I seriously told you all of this? And you actually remember all the damn details?
Why, of course. I remember everything my favorite customer tells me after all. Actually, that does bring me back to the point of why are you a bartender in another realm?
I open my mouth, but I feel too embarrassed beyond words to utter anything coherent. I suddenly wish for nothing more than a hole to open up so I can crawl into it and disappear. Oh my god, I totally forgot this guy knows all of my dirty laundry. Just hand me now. I'm so freaking embarrassed.
We'll get you home all right, Luna? And then you'll be able to see everyone, including Enix, again soon. But until then, my apologies, well, it seems you're stuck with me.
No, Aslan, don't say that! No! Aslan says this with a wistful look before turning back to turn the fire. And all of a sudden my worries throughout the day seem small next to everything that this man beside me has done for me already. Feeling a surge of confidence, I can't help but subtly move close towards Aslan until our shoulders are slightly brushing. You know, actually, to be completely honest with you, I don't think I really mind that, Aslan.
Pardon?
I feel his gaze turn toward me curiously, and I can't push the smile on my face down as I turn to face him with an earnest expression. I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but you're really a kind person, Aslan. I'm sorry if that sounds weird or if it's, out of the blue or something. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you, Aslan, for everything.
He's so cute!
As the wood cracks in front of us, I watch him silently. The warm glow of the fire lights up his side profile, and it feels as if the rest of the world starts melting away as we stare into each other's eyes. Suddenly, Aslan brings out one of his fingers to touch my cheek, and I can't help but freeze up. He seems to rub a lingering droplet of rainwater away as a small smile makes its way to his lips.
Thank you, Luna. And I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but you're quite... Phew! It's really coming down out there now. Damn it! Damn it, you Enix clone! Getting in the way of these fucking two nerds.
Both of us perk up at the night's sudden entrance and then instinctively separate from the other, turning in opposite direction.
Oh my god, why is it doing this again? Stop it! Oh my god, stop it! Controller, why are you broken? I literally have not pressed anything, you goddamn nerd.
What the hell was that? What was he about to say, damn it?
Well, good news. I was able to set out the bait, so now we just need to wait until tomorrow. Good grief, what a long day. Yes, quite indeed.
Aslan clears his throat, and I can't bring myself to look anywhere but the floor after our conversation as my heart pounds in my ears. After a few moments, Gray stretches before laying his sword to the side of a wall. He rummages through one of his bags when suddenly, a small letter floats out and lands at my feet. Oh, Sir Gray, it seems you dropped one of your letters.
Letters?
Gray's blue eyes widen as he takes in the familiar piece of parchment in my hand and grabs it in his own.
Oh, that's right. I nearly forgot about this strange letter. I'm sorry.
Strange letter? But what makes it strange? Looks pretty ordinary to me.
Well, that would be the fact that it isn't addressed to me, but rather...
Gray suddenly turns towards Aslan, who blinks up at him in surprise.
You, did say your name was Aslan, did you not? If so, I believe this letter is meant for you. I know this may sound awfully strange, but... The day before I departed into the forest, I met a peculiar old woman in the village. She insisted that if I were ever to cross paths with a man named Aslan during my travels, that I deliver this letter to him directly. A peculiar old woman, you say? Believe me, I know how strange it must seem. I thought nothing more of it than the musings of the elderly and granted her request, but, well, here you are.
Gray can only shrug sympathetically as he hands Aslan the sealed letter. Aslan's brow seems to furrow in recognition as he stares at a wax symbol embellished as in the stamp, and wastes no time in quickly unfurling it.
Hello, grandson.
I can't do an old woman voice.
Were you by chance looking for me? As you can see, I've stepped out temporarily. I heard from Annette that you missed me by a hair, but I'll be getting milk next. You know where.
Agatha. Oh my god.
Aslan immediately crumples the letter in his hand with tired, exasperated sigh.
Not this again, grandmother. I don't have the time for your silly goose chases.
So, did we miss her? Sounds like she's already left.
That appears to be the case. But perhaps if we head on now, we can still...
Before the wizard can finish the sentence, Gray interrupts with a bewildered look.
You're not thinking of going out there, are you? Certainly not now. Storm's rolled in and it's way too dark and dangerous out there on foot. Even more so with the beast on the loose. But the look on your face, your business seems to be urgent. But it's best you wait until morning to head out again.
Gray suddenly turns towards me with a worried look before motioning to Aslan.
And besides, it seems your companion is quite exhausted, and you don't look that much better, Sir Aslan. You two really should get some rest. Allow me to keep watch during the meantime.
What? No, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I can keep going, no problem. Seriously. I try to stand, but find my wobbly legs can barely support me. However, two strong hands grab my shoulders in support as I turn my head to see Aslan staring down at me with a guilt-stricken expression.
No. He's absolutely right, Luna. I've put you through quite an ordeal since our journey together began, and I haven't the faintest of clue wherein it may end. Therefore, please get some rest. For my sake, if not for your own.
With the sincere and almost pleading glint shining in Aslan's eyes, I can only nod as he shoots me a small, appreciative smile. I quietly make my way to the pile of straw where the two penguins are already snoring away. I can't help but glance at Gray, who has his back turned towards me.
I'm guessing he doesn't care about the penguins. Or somehow he can't see them. I don't know which is the case.
He leans against
hang on.
He leans against the stone wall of the cave as he silently keeps watch through the curtain of rainfall. Eventually, I lay down to make myself comfortable. But just as I'm about to catch some shut-eye, I turn to look at Aslan's back as he tends to the fire. Oh, right, Aslan.
Yes?
Before... What was it you were saying? I can feel my cheeks heat up as I remember our close proximity in that moment, but Aslan's eyes only widen slightly.
That's... No, it's nothing. Just thank you as well for, being so understanding. About, well, everything.
Oh, I see. No worries.
Now then, get some rest, alright? You deserve it.
Without another word, he turns his back towards me again. For some reason, it feels as if he's hiding something, but I don't have the energy to say another word as my eyelids begin to feel heavy. I lay down and close my eyes, pulling Aslan's cloak ever tighter around my frame. The soft crackling of the fire and the sound of the pattering rain outside eventually lulls me to sleep. Okay. I'm pulled from my sleep by a loud sound outside the cave entrance. I rub my eyes and raise my head only to find Gray and Aslan already up and alert. What's going on? Gray holds out a hand to silence me before I can finish my question. As he turns back to face me, he slips on his helmet and unsheaths his sword.
The beast. It's here. Prepare yourselves.
All of us dash outside. The morning sun barely hangs in the sky, but I can see the tops of the trees in the distance shaking as the beast barrels its way towards us. Gray takes the vanguard as he stands at the ready, knees bent and sword in hand. Aslan also takes a defensive stance with an arm out to shield me. Meanwhile, I spot Philia and Merlot gearing up as well from behind us.
All right, bring it on, beastie!
Leave it to me, master. I shall teach this sorry creature a lesson. The thrashing grows even louder as we steel ourselves.
Here it comes. Brace yourselves.
Without warning, a figure bursts forth from the bush and into the small clearing before us.
I'm sorry? I'm fucking sorry. What? I also don't remember what voice I gave her.
Fuck the forest! Fuck the mud! Fuck the birds and shit!
All of us freeze in our spots. We can only stare blankly with our jaws dropped as instead of a monster bursting through the woods, the figure is a fuming young woman who looks worse for wear. Her lavish, expensive-looking ball gown is tattered and covered in mud. And her long teal-colored locks are also in complete disarray, with various twigs and sticks sticking out of it. Wait, Isla? I go, but she spins around and spots us. But instead of relief, her already murderous eyes fill with more rage. She stomps towards us, causing the ground to shake and the birds to flee from nearby trees.
Well, it's about time someone showed up to rescue me! After I was lost in this godforsaken forest for literal days!
I think the S should probably be with days, but, you know.
Ugh, what the hell is wrong with you people? How utterly useless can you all be?
Miss, are you...
Don't miss me, you charlatan! That's Duchess Fan to you! And I might add, some rescue party you are! I nearly died out there! I'll have my father tax the living souls out of each and every one of you peasants, and...
Milady, are you alright?
Do I look...
Oh. Oh my. All of a sudden, her demeanor makes a drastic shift as she takes in the sight of Gray. Somehow, a strange wave of déjà vu hits me. Why, hello there, good sir. Are you here to rescue little old me by chance?
Not quite. I am Gray, the Knight Commander, dispatched from the Imperial City to take down the beast terrorizing this forest.
Beast? What beast?
That would be you.
The townspeople of Lomlon Village say that a rampaging beast has been scaring the wildlife from prowling about the forest as of late. Haven't you, come across it? The familiar-looking noblewoman casts her gaze in my direction and only shoots me a sneer. She pulls an ornate fan out of her sleeve, covered in dirt and stains, and holds it out to fan herself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been lost in this forest for almost a week, and the most I've come across is stupid-looking birds.
How peculiar. They also say this beast lets out a terrible, unmistakable shriek that frightens everything in its path. Surely you've at least heard it, yes?
Excuse me? What nonsense are you spouting? I haven't heard a single thing. Why, it's almost as if you're painting me out to be the so-called beast of yours.
Oh. Forgetting that her entire face is smudged with dirt and that she looks like she just came out of a swamp, the noblewoman clears her throat and clasps her hands together, suddenly batting her eyelashes toward the night. But, my oh my, I always knew a dashing knight would come to aid a poor damsel in distress such as myself. Oh, Sir Grey, you're my true knight in shining armor.
Milady? I'm afraid I'm simply just a soldier sent to take care of the monster. But, it looks like this mystery might have just resolved itself, so I'll just...
Oh no, sweet rescue of mine, I have fallen and I can't get up. The noblewoman all but topples over Grey as she throws her arms around him and brings her face uncomfortably close to his. She makes kissy noises as Grey grimaces and uses all of his strength to push her off, but to no avail.
Oh dear gods, how strong is this woman?
Oh, my dearest knight! I require true love's kiss to break this terrible curse laid upon me! Oh my god, it's high school all over again. But the more Grey struggles, the tighter the woman's grip seems to tighten around him. He glances at us with desperate eyes as he grits his teeth.
Sir Aslan, Lady Luna, may I please request your assistance?
But Aslan and I just quietly step back and flash the knight a pair of good-natured smiles.
Actually, Sir Grey, it seems like our work here is done.
And oh, look at the time. We should really be on our way. Yep, you can keep the reward and, her. See ya!
Wait, you two, please don't just leave me here.
Oh, Sir Grey! I'll make sure the entire kingdom is to hear of your heroic deeds on this day.
Ah! Okay. That was kind of a longer chapter, so I think I might call it here. Don't really want these episodes to get to be too long, not to mention I'm not used to talking this much, especially with changing between different voices, so hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a good evening, morning, I forgot everything that evening, night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you later.